Hi there, Bastian here. I am Sans Bear today because I am making a vlog for you guys about a place that I used to work. The name of the place rhymes with Small-Shart, if you can guess what that is. I worked there for a pretty long time, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have worked there too, because apparently everybody and their mom has worked there. There were a lot of very weird people. I work at like a warehouse right now where they will literally hire anybody. Like, there's 2 questions on the application. There's, have you ever stolen from a place that you worked at, and do you breathe? That's all you have to do to be able to work there. At Small-Shart, there were a lot of very just weird people. I used to compare the people that worked there to animals, and my mom used to work there with me, and she hated when I did this because I would look at these people and just an animal. Like, they would just look like an animal. I swear. There was this girl who looked straight up like a gerbil. There was this guy that used to shop there that would ride around on this little wheelie cart, and he looked dead on a frog. There was a lady who laughed like a hyena. There was a super duper old lady who looked just like a shrimp. It was a shrimp. I don't even... when I pointed these things out to my mom, she couldn't take it. And whenever she would talk to these people, she would just bust out laughing because she knew it was true. But that's not the funniest part, alright? Okay. So there was this guy that worked there. He always wore a suit. Now, if you've shopped at Small-Shart, you know that it's not a suit place. You don't wear a suit. If anything, you just wear the most ridiculous outfit you possibly can, or pajamas. He would always wear a suit, and he had this cane that he would wobble around on, and like, I know that sounds mean, but he was not a nice dude. He was the door greeter. This customer came in and felt sorry for him and bought him a motorized wheelie, whatever, and that was super duper nice. Like, for anybody else, I would have been like, oh, that's so wonderful, but he was a jerk. He would run over people's feet on purpose with this stupid little wheelie cart. Oh my god. Made me so mad. Anyway, so they ended up firing him. But can you guess why? No, you can't? Because it's so ridiculous. They fired him because he would sit in his wheelchair and he would close his eyes and he would fall asleep. People saw him fall asleep. People would walk in, he wouldn't say anything to them, he wouldn't greet them like he was supposed to, he would fall asleep, and the managers went up to him and said, hey, you gotta wake up because this is your job, this is what you're getting paid to do, you're getting paid to say hi to these people that are walking into Small-Shart. And he said, I wasn't sleeping, I was praying. Really? Whatever. So there was this other guy that worked there. He was really weird. Like, he was just awkward around people, and when you talked to him, you just felt uncomfortable, and he would talk about the most ridiculous, weirdest... I don't know. But he had this big van that he would drive to work every day. It had, I want to say it had like van art or something on the side. I can't remember. I just know it was like a really weird looking van. And he had a name written on the side of it, and people noticed, oh my god, he's a magician. But everybody called him Clown. I don't know why they called him a clown, because that was kind of mean. But he was a magician. And come to think of it, like, he was like a really dark skinned guy, right? And his arms, like, all right here and right here on both of his arms were like all messed up. Like, it was like super white, like it looked like it was probably burned or whatever at some point. All I could think of was he was doing some kind of ridiculous magic thing that had to do with fire, and he burned everything off. I don't know. So this guy who talked to me for like a half an hour straight about Chicago, the band, he was sitting in the break room. Few people were in there. I mean, it's not like he was alone or anything. And we worked third shift, So in the middle of the night, there's nothing good on TV. There's like infomercials, right? There was this infomercial for like this sex talk hotline thing that you could call, and you could like the videos showed all these like sexy ladies like laying on the floor and rolling around with their phones and stuff. It had a phone number right across the bottom of the screen. And dude sat there at the table like mesmerized by this thing, and he got out his phone, his little crappy cell phone, and he was like putting in, like he was looking and putting in numbers and looking and putting in more numbers, like he was clearly writing this down in front of everybody. Like, that's weird, dude. Just look it up on the internet. So there was one more person that really sticks out in my mind that worked there. She was this super little old lady. Not the lady that looked like the shrimp. She was this lady that... She kind of looked like her skin didn't fit her. Like, maybe she would take it off at night, and like, in the morning she would like paint the makeup and stuff onto the skin and then put it back on because it was so like weird. I don't know how else to describe it besides she wore an old lady suit. She would talk to everybody for so long. So long. And I mean, yeah, she was a nice little old lady and she meant well, but she was friggin' annoying. And she would come up to you, and right when she would walk up, you would just like pray that like the ceiling would fall on you, or like you would get hit by like a wayward pallet jack. Anything to make her like just walk away. She was old. She couldn't really do that many of the jobs, so one of the jobs that they kind of just let her do was to take all the stuff that was found in other departments and take them to where it goes. And I worked in the baby department, and she brought over this like tiny little plunger, and obviously it's a plunger for a sink, right? You're not going to use a big gigantic plunger in your little tiny sink. She brings it over and she puts it in like the cart that I have sitting there, and she says, you know, I don't know what this is for, but it's really, really cute, and you know, I thought it was a baby plunger. A baby plunger. A baby plunger. What are you gonna use it for? A potty? Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think, and I'll make more funny, goofy vlogs for you guys to enjoy. Hi there, Bastian here, and I wanted to talk to... No more soap.